Five, four, three, two, one. Welcome back to the Fever Pitch Podcast. I'm your co-host Brian.
I'm there. How you doing?
What's up, Zay?
Yo,
What's going on, guys? What's going
Yo,
on?
chilling.
it's been a minute, guys, but we got too much to cover. Let's talk about what we've missed since Thanksgiving. I don't know about you guys. How was y'all Thanksgivings?
Pretty good, pretty good. I made some mash. A1.
Oh, true. How about you, Zay?
Thanksgiving was chill. Made my banana pudding. Watched my team put a 40 burger up. That was fun. Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving always.
Yeah, another bye week. It was beautiful.
Yep,
So
that part.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
okay.
Yeah, my
That's pretty
favorite
nice.
thing about Thanksgiving is football, but most importantly, the food.
Yeah.
So,
And family.
and family. And
Family.
family. Hey, can't
Big
have
fan.
food
Food,
without
family,
family.
food. That's a
Food don't
fact.
taste, it don't hit without family.
Don't hit without family.
Let's talk about some of this football that occurred over Thanksgiving break. Talk to me about this Ohio State Michigan game. What do you guys think?
Oh boy,
I think Michigan wins the whole. Michigan. They play tomorrow right now. They play tomorrow.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Tomorrow the Big Ten championship. They win the Big Ten championship. I also think Georgia loses to Alabama. So I
Hmm.
think Michigan. I think Michigan gets number one seed going into the college football playoffs. I think Michigan wins it all, really. For what's his name? It's not Jim. It's Jim, right? It's Jim Harbaugh for Jim. So
Jim. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I think Michigan wins it all, the whole thing. For me,
This game
I
was
just go ahead, Ryan.
this game was a crazy one, guys. Um, Going into it, like my cousin, he went to Ohio State, grew up in Ohio, and I was asking him, I was like, is the hate that Ohio State has for Michigan, is this like a real beef or is this just like a rivalry? He's like, no, I genuinely hate Michigan. I was like, whoa, I didn't realize how deep it ran. Like I figured
Mm.
it's like something in like Ohio State, they cross out all the letter M's in anything or something like that. Um, I'm like same with Michigan. They like cross out the letter O or something like that too.
Interesting.
Yeah. And especially this was the last game of Jim Harbaugh's suspension. So I know everybody, especially on the Ohio State side, was really looking forward to this game. They were like, there's no way we can lose 3 years in a row to Michigan. It just doesn't make sense. And they were saying that what's his name, Ryan Holiday or Ryan Day?
Ryan Day.
Ryan
Ron,
Ryan Day, they said if he doesn't beat uh Michigan this year, he's probably going to get fired.
Mm.
So yeah, he's on job watch. Because and I'll let you take it from here after this, Dan, but the final score was 24-30, Michigan.
Hmm. Well, we've said it a few times, but let's say it again. I think JJ McCarthy is just a very dominant quarterback. He maneuvers around the pocket very well. He doesn't have to do too much, especially when you got those pieces around him. Manages the game very well, and he played a clean game. He didn't throw for too many yards, but when you got Blake Corum in the backfield, Donovan Edwards as your RB2, there's not too much else you need. And Big Boo got it done. Kyle McCord, Ohio State QB, threw 2 picks. And unfortunately, Marvin Harrison Jr. did put up a buck 18 at TD, but it wasn't enough. Going into the fourth, Michigan had they were up by a touchdown, and they closed it out in the fourth quarter, holding Ohio State to only 24 points. And their defense got it done. Will Johnson and Rob Moore both got picks on the day, and Mason Graham had a sack for Michigan, and they got the W.
Yeah, and when I was watching that game, I thought for a second Ohio State was going to pull it out because they were down by 6 and they had one drive to go with like I think it was like a minute 30 or something like that remaining.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, is Kyle McCord about to show he's that guy? And then they pan to his face. And I've never seen a quarterback look like such a deer in headlights before a play in my life. This
Mm.
man looked like he did not want to be there. He looked like he wanted to go home. He did not want to be on that field that day. And it was very telling. And I was talking to my cousins, they were especially emphasizing to me that this year for Ohio State, their starting QB was supposed to be the QB from Texas. He was a 5-star recruit. He was at Ohio State in the past, but he transferred because he wasn't starting his freshman year. And they had people like CJ Stroud, and then I think they also had like one quarterback ahead of CJ Stroud. That year, I think that was like 2019 or 2020, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, that was. Oh, what is this guy's name?
Yeah, the Texas QB. Let me see.
I think it's like Cade something.
I think
I
so.
can't remember right now, but I think I know who you're talking about.
I think it was Quinn Ewers.
Oh, Quinn Ewers. Quinn Ewers. Oh yeah, he's at Texas now.
Yeah, but the thing is, isn't he behind Archie Manning now, or is he starting over him?
Archie Manning isn't starting.
Mm.
Yeah, Archie's like QB3 because they were starting Malik Murphy for a little bit, but I think Quinn Ewers is the QB1 for the time being. And if he were to get set or transfer, I think Malik Murphy would come in.
Mm. Hey, that's unfortunate to hear, but you know. But yeah, all in all, Ohio State, they're a good program, but from some of the coaching plays that I saw, they're a bit scary in terms
Mm,
of, and when I mean by scary, I mean they're scared to go for it when they really should. It was
mm,
like fourth and it was like 4th and 3 or 4th and 4 at like the 50-yard line near the end of the second quarter, and they just
mm.
elected to punt when it's like in a situation like that when you haven't beat Michigan in 3 years. Are you gonna punt them the ball, or are you gonna go for it when you have quite arguably the best wide receiver in the NCAA in Marvin Harrison Jr.?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
situations that like that were very defining, and yeah, we saw how it shook down when it came to the stretch of it. But definitely shout out Blake Corum, 2 touchdowns, 22 carries, 88 yards. Like you said, JJ McCarthy always getting it done. This team was electric, and the defense was exciting as well for this team. They ended it by grabbing that pick from Kyle McCord, and then they have turnover Cartier glasses, which is hard.
What?
Yeah, yeah. If somebody gets a pick on my team and then they turn around and put on Cartiers, and especially this was at Michigan, this was at home, so I know that field was electric.
Yeah.
Turnover parties is crazy.
Yeah. But talk to me about this Lion Packers game.
Oh, Thursday.
Mm.
What an upset. What an upset.
Yeah, man. It's like going into the season, I was like, okay, Jordan Love was gonna be all right. And then he had him a couple of duds, and I was like, all right, he's garbage.
Mm.
Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I very, very wrong. He looked amazing on Thanksgiving. He was dialed in from the jump. I know towards the end of the game, the Lions started to mount that comeback, but Jared Goff was turning the ball over far too many times, and Jordan Love was getting it to Christian Watson, Luke Musgrave, and I can't remember who caught the second TD because I think he did 3 or 4 on the day. He was even showing his ability to use his feet, and at the end of the day, Green Bay got the W. In the month of November, Jordan Love had the fifth most yards through the air, third best touchdown and interception ratio, and he was 3-1. He was also averaging about 276 yards per game, which is fifth in the league throughout the month of November. So he definitely found his footing to as the season progressed. It's something about the 2020 QB class. Burrow, Hurts, J Love, Tua, and that guy in LA. They're getting
Guy
it done.
LA.
That guy in LA.
Kirby. It's not,
That guy in LA. Yeah, they're all getting it done on varying degrees. And if you look at the numbers, throughout their first 12 starts, if you look at Favre, Love, and Rodgers, the numbers are eerily similar. So the trajectory is promising for sure.
What are these numbers looking like?
So throughout their first 12 NFL starts, Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love both threw 20 TDs. Jordan Love threw 11 picks to Rodgers 10. They both had a 5-7 record, and the difference in passing yards was 52 in favor of Rodgers. So it's a very, 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 very identical.
Do you think this is promising for Jordan Love for the future? Do they have their next like 10 to 15-year QB right here?
Yeah,
Jordan Love the future for the Packers?
Yeah, history will say yes.
for sure.
Definitely glad to see that. I'm glad to see Jordan Love balling out because when he had those couple of L's in the beginning of the season, I was like, maybe this guy actually isn't it. You know, I was feeling just how you were, Dan. But he's shown that he is here to play and he is here to stay.
Yeah, and the Packers are sitting at 5-7, I believe. And I think if they could turn the corner, they could probably sneak into the wild card.
Absolutely. What do you think was the biggest surprise that you saw in that game?
The Lions losing.
Yeah, I mean the narrative on Jared Goff was he can't perform during primetime games. Primetime games are usually at night. But I guess when it's Thanksgiving, you got the whole world watching. This is the second closest thing to a primetime game. He looked shook. It was bad, man. It was very bad. A lot of fumbles, a couple picks, I believe. Laporta got in the end zone though. So shout out to the rookie out of Iowa. But Jared Goff was the loss out there.
Look shook. Yeah, he had 3 fumbles. 3.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. But
yeah, very nasty.
I know that Goff, let's still remember he's been to the Super Bowl.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
Yeah,
Jared Goff is nice. He's just on the very.
Yeah, he had a bad game. I believe he'll shake this off and he's gonna shock us through the end of the remaining of the season and into the playoffs. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if you see an early Cowboys Lions matchup.
He just might. But last night, man, oh man, is it about? I think it's that time, Zay.
Last night.
What happened last night, Zay?
Last night, we simply gave the people what they wanted. They wanted to see the Cowboys come from behind. What do? They come from behind. They win the game. They wanted to see the Cowboys beat a team over 500. Seahawks over 500 beat them. They wanted to see Dak when his defense can't show up. For him to show up, every time he touches the ball, he got points. What do they want now? What do they want now, Dan? What else can we do for them to know the Cowboys are actually about business? What else do we got to do, bro? What else do we have to do?
Like I said, all air, this stretch is going to be the hardest stretch of Dak's career. And so far, he's cashed in.
What else?
I can't hate.
People was like, they don't play no one over 500. They can't beat no one. They beat them. Oh my God, they can't come from behind. Dak is not a elite QB. Every time he touches the ball, he's passing 50-yard line. He's getting points. Oh my God. They said Bland. Okay.
That's who I really want to talk about. Let's talk about Bland. Yo.
Let's talk about. Listen. Bland, great cornerback.
He's a rookie, right?
No. Like 4th year.
Oh,
Bland's a rookie, bro.
Yeah, I thought he was a rookie.
Is he?
He's a 5th-round pick. He's not a rookie. No, he was there last year. He's a 5th-round pick though.
Oh, 2nd year. Okay.
I
knew.
Listen. Bland, he's a great cornerback. What do you know how big DK Metcalf is, yo?
Oh my God. Are you really gonna give excuses?
No excuse. I'm just telling you the fact. You want this man to stick.
It was a mismatch. It was a mismatch.
You saying that a man's size, is the reason that Bland couldn't hold up is crazy.
He couldn't hold up, but he went in halftime, adjusted, got a pick. He got a pick. He makes turnovers. We got the turnover.
And can you tell the people how many touchdowns DK Metcalf had?
3, but they weren't all on Bland.
Yeah. I gotta look at the numbers.
They weren't all on Bland.
Really, truly, there was 2 more touchdowns, or was it 1 more touchdown on Bland that should have been a touchdown, and we all know that call shouldn't have been reversed. That was a touchdown.
Yeah,
that 70-yard dot.
Yeah,
that
the rest
that
nice
that
bail y'all out there.
where Bland got the PI. I know Dan, you getting the stats together, but what I saw from this game is, if anything, people are coming for Bland.
We played 11. We played 3 games in 11 days.
Okay.
The defense is
You played
tired.
3. You had 3 bye weeks. You had 3 bye games in 11 days.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
You guys didn't play anybody serious in those 3 games.
Who do we play? They're all serious teams.
The
They're
Commanders are a serious team.
Are they not in the NFL?
The Commanders traded away their first round defensive end. They're a serious team.
The Commanders almost beat the Eagles twice.
But they didn't. Almost.
I'm just saying. You said they're saying they're not comp, then they shouldn't be.
They're not comp.
Right?
They're not compy.
They're not.
Okay,
But what I want to talk about is Bland, right? And I didn't want to be a hater, right? But as I was watching this game, I was like, yo, everything from missed tackles to blown coverages, yo, he was getting cooked. Yo.
In the first half. He adjusted.
Okay, he got a pick in the second half. Cool. But let's not have short-term memory. Let's not forget what just happened.
Yeah, he adjusted and they
how many yards and things? Dan, tell us the stats. That's what I really want to know. What happened to Bland?
Let me see if I can get some, because I saw some varying metrics and trying to see something a little more consistent.
Because to me, Bland got put in a blender.
DK had his way in the first half. He allowed 5 catches for 137 yards and 1 TD in the first half. But he bounced back.
But there was 2 TDs on him.
Crucial.
But there was 2 TDs on him in the first half. DK got 2 on him.
I think he was only.
They weren't on him, bro.
No, I remember very distinctly. There was a 70-yard touchdown. Bland was matched up on him, and DK Metcalf just blew past him. And then at the end of the second half, what's it called? It was either like a slant or something like that, and DK Metcalf got another touchdown on Bland.
Okay, so Bland gave up 1 or 2 touchdowns. I believe it was 1. You say 2. I gotta look at the footage. But my point is, see, one thing he broke a record before this game. So it's like a stock, all-time high, short little flash crash. But you gotta give credit where credit is due.
I will admit, the Cowboys, they have great flash, right? They do things that they look good in the media. They look good in the media. Pick sixes, picks, they look good. But if you're getting a pick, but you're blowing a coverage every other play, what does that mean?
I just want you to know that Bland has one of the highest defensive ratings. He's ranked number 1 in Pro Football Focus. This is defensive ratings. He doesn't get up that much bump. He hasn't let up a touchdown until last night, right?
But
he hasn't let up a touchdown until last night.
Let up 2, really 3. If they didn't really 3 touchdowns if they didn't call back that PI.
But he has how many pick sixes does he have? He also leads the lead in picks and pick sixes, and he also broke a record.
It looks like he's only been giving it for 1 though, 1 TD.
So he only gave it 1 TD. And how many games have it been? Damn, how many games has it been?
12.
12 games. He only got 1 TD. He has a 90.5 defensive rating, the highest rating out of all cornerbacks in the league right now.
12 games, 10 starts, 8.
I'm just saying.
55 yards allowed, 350. Passer rating when targeted, 40. That's not good for quarterbacks. That's not good for quarterbacks.
I'm saying, come on, Bland is like that. Bland, second-year rookie. Come on. What is Marlon Humphrey doing in the Ravens? Yeah,
that's hate.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you.
The Ravens defense is playing well. I promise you, there's nothing to worry about over here. No team is putting up 35. What did they put? 35, 38?
I'm just saying.
No team is putting up 38 on our defense like that.
If you have 11 games, you have 3 games in 11 days. I expect something to give. I mean, defense is tired.
Really?
But that's okay. That's okay because Dak Prescott was like, y'all chill. I got this. And what do? He wins the game. He wins the game.
I will say Dak has been playing very well.
That's just what he does, you know.
Well, this isn't typical for him. Let's relax. He's been playing.
It's typical for him. It's simply typical because he's been doing this since he got. Simply, if Dak wasn't wearing a star, he would simply be the front runner for MVP. If he wasn't simply wearing the star and people simply didn't hate Dallas, he'd be a front runner for MVP.
Cowboys has the fourth best scoring defense in the NFL.
But simply because he wears the star, that's just how it is. Who's a basketball team? Nah, it's not even like that. Basketball don't have like those type of teams. It's like the Dallas Cowboys are the Yankees. You expect them to be great. You hold them to a higher standard because of their past. You know,
that's fair.
That's just how it is.
And they haven't lived up to that standard since the 90s.
They're 8-3. They're 8-3. They're 8-3. Dak has the most touchdowns.
That's where I got to jump in. Certain teams, when it comes to the regular season, I don't care. And Dallas is one of them. I don't care.
Why?
Especially when y'all are playing Bryce Young, Sam Howell, Zach Wilson, Josh. Anyway.
But you say Jalen Hurts is nice, right? Jalen Hurts is great. Right.
Here's the thing.
Well, he plays the same teams that we play. I got you. No, wait, I got you.
He's 10-1, and he's been to the Super Bowl. What are you talking about?
The Eagles.
And he hasn't even been in the league as long as Dak.
Listen. Jalen Hurts beat the Patriots 25-20, right? Oh, that's a good one, right? Dak smacks them 38-3. Oh, they ain't play no one though. Jalen Hurts beats the Commanders 34-31, and then again 38-31. Dax beat them 45-10.
Yes,
people are like, oh, they ain't play anyone. Eagles beat the Rams 23-14. The Cowboys smack them 43-20. They ain't do nothing. They ain't play no one, right? The Eagles lose to the Jets 14-20. Cowboys smack them 30-10. They ain't play no one. But we have these because he's wearing a star. He has to put up 100 points.
Yes,
he's wearing a star. It's okay though.
Let me give you guys some information, right? So you guys can understand.
I got it.
The Cowboys' defense is suspect.
It's not.
Before you react, let me give you the stats.
Please.
In the month of November, these are the number of points that the Seahawks have scored by game versus the Ravens, 3, versus the Commanders, 29, versus the Rams, 16, versus the 49ers, 13, versus the Cowboys, 35. They have not scored this amount of points since they played the Panthers.
I got a question though.
Are they an NFL team?
Wait, no. That's not even my question. Did they win?
Versus the Panthers?
Cowboys. Did they beat the Cowboys?
They didn't.
Okay.
Exactly.
But I wasn't the expectation was for you guys to win. But it wasn't for you guys to win slightly. It was for you guys to win convincingly.
A win is a win, right? So
this wasn't a convincing win.
The Eagles can win by 3 each week. Oh my God, they're finding a way to win. They find a way to win. Jalen Hurts is down there. Oh my God, he's finding a way to win. Dak puts up all these points. Oh, they could have beat him. They could have beat him better.
This is the
it's
first.
Not impressive. Like what I'm telling. But when Jalen Hurts beats the Eagles, Jalen Hurts beats the Washington Commanders, Sam Howell by 3. People are like, he found a way. He found the way to win.
In overtime.
In overtime, he found the way to win. Dak beats the Seahawks in regulation. He should have beat them better. He should have did better. Why? Why should he have done better? Why should he have done better, bro? Tell me why.
Do you feel like people should reduce their expectations of the Cowboys?
No, I just feel like.
Okay, no, hold on. Let me hold you right there. You said no. You said no. Hold on. You said people should not reduce their expectations of the Cowboys, right? If people should not reduce their expectations of the Cowboys, stop comparing them to the Eagles. You're the Cowboys. You wear a star.
Wait.
I feel like
what?
Equal opportunity. Equal opportunity. I feel like everyone should be equal, right?
I agree with equal opportunity and above 500 teams. This is the only team you guys have beat. You guys are 2-1, and guess what? You beat them at home. We know that at home you guys don't lose. The issue, as we've all known, is when you guys go away, and in the playoffs, you guys are not going to have the home advantage.
Why is that?
You guys are 3-3 on the road, and you've lost to the 2 biggest teams that you're going to see in the playoffs. So the biggest
true.
indictment on the
That's true.
Cowboys is that you guys show up against teams that are not going to be your competitors in the playoffs. So when we measure you guys, we measure you against the talent that we expect to see you guys playing for the foreseeable future. The teams that are really going to contend against you, the 49ers, the Eagles, the Detroit Lions. Those are the teams that are leading the NFC right now.
Like Green Bay.
Okay, but
we play all them.
But you guys are going to play.
You
guys are going to play the Lions and the Eagles. And
want to play the Lions?
What everybody is saying,
Buffalo, Miami.
What everybody is saying is we're expecting more from you guys. We want to see better.
Wait, I got a question.
What haven't we done? What they tell us come back from behind, beat from behind. We do it ever since the bye week. Ever since we lost to the 49ers, that everything has been impeccable. Everything has been impeccable.
It's been downhill since the Pastronaut came in there and really showed y'all what football was. When Josh Dobbs,
ever since the bye week, the 49ers, at the 49ers, everything has been impeccable.
We're looking at the season in the totality, and when we look at the
season,
it still has been impeccable. What are you talking? We're 8-3. We're 8-3. We're 8-3.
They had one bad loss, and they lost to Philly and San Fran. They got it. I told you on the preseason they were going to split with Philly, and the rest hold them in the first one. So either way,
listen.
The worst loss was against San Fran. Y'all just can't beat the NFC West, and y'all went 2-2. So, I mean, I think I just got to see in the playoffs.
Let me ask you right now, Dan. Are you confident that the Cowboys can make a playoff run as they are right now?
They can.
No. I can't. Are you confident that they will?
No.
All right.
Why is that? Why is that?
Your first question was can. Yes. Will they? No. I think so. You're not going to win the division. So you're not going to.
Why aren't we?
Say.
The
Eagles are 10-1.
The Eagles lose to San Fran, right?
The Eagles are going to beat San Francisco.
You really think
maybe. And even if they lose to San Francisco, right? The rest of their schedule goes y'all, Seahawks, Giants, Cardinals, Giants. The last 3 games
at least 3
guaranteed victories.
Yeah, that's
Giants, Cardinals.
Tommy DeVito?
Did he lose to Zach Wilson? Like, why is it guaranteed?
They're 10-1.
If they lose to San Fran, right? They lose to San Fran this weekend on Sunday. What? They're 10-2. They come to Dallas. That is for first place in the NFC. That is for first place in the NFC.
You are operating under the impression that like you guys are going to win the rest of your games. You guys are going to go 2-3.
Why aren't we?
You guys are going to go 2-3.
The Buffalo Bills. I'm so terrified of Josh Allen. Buffalo Bills. We're going to smoke them. We're going to smoke them.
You guys are playing the Dolphins in Miami. That is
smoke. What is that?
That is
we're smoking them.
You guys are playing the Bills in Bills Mafia.
Smoking.
Before the season, I thought that was gonna be an L for y'all, but now you might get that.
They might sneak it out, but the Bills have shown that they're getting better as the season goes. And everybody knows there's teams that you know through and through. These last stretch of the season, they show you that they actually can play football. The Bills are a team that show you that. The Chiefs are a team that show you that. The Eagles are definitely a team that show you that. And with the strength of schedule that the Cowboys have, they've had all their easy games.
That's true.
This is where
the stretch started last night. The stretch started last night. Y'all wanted us to win. Y'all wanted us to come from behind. Y'all wanted Dak to without the defense. He did. Eagles will come. Listen, the Eagles are going to come to Dallas. If they let Dak Prescott get up like they did Josh Allen, the game is over. Because the game is over. Because we're not coming. They're not losing. You know, they're going to lose 14-0. We're not losing. Doesn't make sense.
Dan, what do you think?
I think that.
And you think you're going to give Dallas a 14-0 lead like you did Josh Allen? We're not losing. Oh my God! If Dak touches the ball, he's going in the end zone. He's going to at least get 3 every time he touches the ball.
Why do you assume you guys will get that lead?
Because we had it when we played them the first time.
That's true.
We played the first time. It was simply refs against. It was simply refs against. Yo, you're not understanding. It was a game of centimeters. Dak steps out a centimeter delay. Fucking Jake Ferguson steps out a centimeter from him breaking a plane. It's a game, 2 touchdowns left right there. We got them. It's a game with centimeters. They're not good. They're not good. Trust me, bro. Trust me. I know good football. You know good football. These guys are not good. They just know how to win games in the fourth quarter. But if Jalen Hurts has a game close in the fourth quarter, he might win that motherfucker. That's just how he is. He might win that motherfucker because that's just how he is. He's
if
a
you
dog.
really look at the Eagles' wins, a lot of them are very fluke.
I
The
would
Chiefs
call him.
game.
If
Hold
Jalen
on,
Hurts,
hold on.
if Jalen Hurts, Jalen Hurts has the ball, it's close fourth quarter. He's gonna win that motherfucker. That's just how they've been this season. I don't understand why. That's just how they've been this season, and that's just I don't know. But
Jalen Hurts has a closer badge, and he's shown it. But outside of that, the Chiefs game, MVS dropped the TD. The Bills game.
Buffalo Bills. I don't know what Gabe Davis was doing. If he simply, there's the ball, touchdown, game over. Yo, if Jake Ferguson, Blake's, bro, can I find this clip, yo? Oh my God, can I find
I
this?
haven't seen a convincing Eagles win. They're winning, so I can't deny winning. But they're not smacking teams except Miami. The Dolphins aren't good. So that's it, really. The most convincing Eagles win was against Miami. I don't take Miami serious.
I know you guys are watching these Eagles games, and I know you see what I see. Right? Yes, the first 3 quarters, the Eagles, they look shaky. But come that fourth quarter, you already mentioned it, that closer badge. Jalen Hurts, under pressure in the fourth quarter, he doesn't fold. He doesn't miss. He doesn't. And that's something that we haven't seen from Dak.
That's hate.
Respectfully.
What? What are you talking about? Last night, they have the lead. Dak has to score. It's over. Dak scores. What are you talking about?
You gotta be objective.
What are you
I'm being objective, and let's call back to when the Cowboys played the Eagles.
What?
Okay.
Penalties.
But we're not even going outside of your division, right? We just talked about how Jalen Hurts keeps that heater in the bag. He's known for in fourth quarters being thorough and solid. And he played the Cowboys, and y'all had a close game that came down to the fourth quarter. That's the barometer we're measuring you guys by.
Let me show you this picture. Can I show you this picture?
Yeah, let me give you. Yeah, go ahead.
How you do that?
Great.
That's what share, right?
Yeah, hit the
Where is it on your phone, on your laptop, or PC?
Right here.
While you showing us that,
here you go.
You see this? You see how close he steps out at the 1 yard line? We win this game.
Can you zoom that in?
That's mad close.
I can't even.
You can't see it.
That's mad close.
Hey, and look, it's about bending, not breaking, and there he folded. That's all I can say.
He folded.
If you're stepping out of
bounds,
understand that's a fold. I mean, being objective, you folded.
Yeah.
Well, how else can I put it?
Yeah.
I can't say it's fluke. You folded.
Yeah.
That's your division rival. That's a must-win game.
Yeah, it's a must-win next week. We're gonna see.
If you guys lose next week to the Eagles, please don't come on the podcast next week.
Trust.
Actually, no, you need to be on the podcast next week.
Trust. Yeah, we'll see. Trust. I'm just telling you, bro.
But out of this game, one thing that you mentioned, Zay, is that if Dak was not a Cowboy, he would be front runner for MVP. So who do you guys think are the current MVP candidates?
Dak, Lamar, Jalen. That's it.
Dak, Lamar, Jalen, Pat Mahomes.
Oh, I mean, Pat Mahomes is going to be the off name, but I think it's a 3-man race.
And who do you think is leading the charge right now?
Dak Prescott.
I think Lamar and Jalen are neck and neck, and Dak is like right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think
really, if you give Dak the Cowboy, if you give Dak the Eagles record, then I think Dak is number 2 behind Lamar. Because he has the numbers that support an MVP case. He's just in the division where there's a team better than he is. It's hard for me to give you the MVP and you don't win your division. That's crazy to me.
But how is that a thing though?
Why wouldn't it be?
What you mean?
Why wouldn't it be?
Why is
The most valuable player is second in their division? How?
what do you mean?
I say, how could you win MVP and you finish second in your division?
People have done
Boy,
it.
You say what?
People have done it before.
Name names.
I got you.
I'm sure they has, but like at least within the last, I feel like most MVPs win their division. I could be wrong.
I agree with you, Dan. I agree with you there, Dan. But I'm sure there's been some situations where somebody hasn't been leading their division and they've won the MVP. I'm sure there's some situations out there.
Sounds rare.
Yeah, it is rare. But
Not rare.
you mentioned Jalen, Lamar, Dak. I think that for Jalen,
Mm-hmm.
if he just keeps playing the way he's playing, he's going to be up there. These next 3 weeks decide whether he wins the MVP race. 49ers, Cowboys, Seahawks.
Yep.
Those decide right there if he is the MVP. And if he wins, and he wins convincingly. For Dak,
we gonna do this blind reaction of who should be win MVP, right? I'm gonna share my screen with us. Share my screen with us. Oh, so you disabled it now.
oh wait, yeah.
Wrong reaction to what?
Who should win MVP? I'm just gonna show you the numbers, show you the stats. Who wins MVP?
All right.
Okay. I will say those numbers are not always indicative.
That's hate. Don't do that.
QBA, QBB, QBC, QBD. Who wins MVP?
Are these including only
Record.
passing touchdowns, or are they including all touchdowns?
Passing stats.
Only passing.
Can't do that.
I need
Can't
full
do that.
touchdowns
Yeah.
because
You need 4 touchdowns?
I need all the
Passing,
touchdowns
rushing, and record all matter in this case.
because
These are simply just the stats.
Jalen and Lamar rush. They're
Here's
dual threats.
here's why you can't do that. Right? There's 2 reasons why you can't do that. I know that the MVP award is predominantly given to QBs, but it's not just a quarterback award. So you can't just put out the
Okay,
pass.
no, it's just a QB award because
No, it's
he's
not.
going to win it. Or who's going to win it, Dan?
A QB's going to win it. But
Exactly. That's not
you have to include the full list of the
I need
case.
full touchdowns. Can you come to me with the revised list with full touchdowns?
Gotcha. Full
All right.
touchdowns.
And record.
Record's not
No, but if he does record, it's not blind.
not blind.
Yeah. We're gonna know who it is based off of the record.
Okay.
Yeah. But what I was saying for Dak, the big thing will be how he plays. For him, it's not 3 games. It's 4 games, the next 4 games. How he fares against the Eagles at home, the Bills, the Dolphins, and the Lions. Commanders, it's not really that important. But those 4 games decide for Dallas if Dak will be the MVP, because he hasn't thrown a pick in many weeks. I will say, I will give him that credit. But let's see if he holds up against some of these better defenses.
The Seahawks have a pretty good defense, I would say.
The Seahawks do have a good defense. They do.
I just don't give that on record.
Yeah, no,
One thing about me, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. This is the best football I've seen Dak play since his rookie year. And hopefully he can keep on this trajectory.
Oh. Do the Ravens have the hardest schedule for the rest of the season?
I mean, no. What are they playing?
Rams, Jags, 49ers, Dolphins, Steelers.
Dolphins aren't serious. The Jags, that's not really nothing you should be worried about. Those other 3, and then So you got like 2. I feel like you had 2 locks and 3 possible.
Yeah. But for Lamar, just got to play the whole season through, and we have to beat the Steelers.
Yes, and just to my previous point, in 2000, the greatest show on turf, they were second in the NFC West, and looks like Marshall Faulk won the MVP that year. So,
I bet.
can't happen.
But Why do running backs not get mentioned more in the MVP race? Why is CMC not in the MVP race? He broke
Naturally,
the touchdown record, right, for games consecutively.
they break it, they tie it. He
No,
broke
he
it.
broke it by one.
No, he has a case for sure, but naturally, these voters just skew the data towards the quarterback because they always touch the ball first.
That's true.
So they're the most valuable on that front.
That's fair. And then receivers have won MVP as well, too, right?
I believe there's been a couple.
Yeah.
Nothing recent. At least nothing I can pull from my mind. Usually, like they give the skill players the OPOY, which is like that's like the non-quarterback MVP at this point. Naturally, like every year I'm assuming that the quarterback is with the MVP and the skill players in the OPOY. So it's been that way for a few years now.
Hmm.
More than a few, like almost a decade, I think.
There's oh, okay. So what I'm reading here. Oh wait, this is old. Hold on. So did Randy Moss win MVP?
Nope,
What about Jerry Rice?
nope. Won the Super Bowl MVP, I think.
Hmm. Yeah, no, wide receiver has not won NFL MVP.
Yeah, a kicker has and two defensive players.
Huh. So the list of MVPs who are this website's jank.
All right, I got updated list.
All right, what you got?
There we go. All right, these are stats.
Did you?
Definitely not D.
Said definitely not B.
Definitely not D. Absolutely not.
Definitely not D.
Yeah. Oh wait, actually,
Well, hold on.
97 passer rating. Yeah, definitely not D. So that gives you.
Hold on. Let's not count out D so quick. Hold on.
No, this is blind react. Put your hand on the computer. Blind react.
I'm
This is
I'm
Sans
mindful of my
record.
reaction
All right, go on.
Sans record.
because look, you got to look at the completion percentage too, because if you aggregate the touchdowns, D has 18 touchdowns, 97 passer rating, and he has.
Those are rushing touchdowns. It doesn't include in your passer rating.
I know he has 18 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And he has a higher passing. He has a higher completion percentage than B. Touchdown to 18 to 10.
It would be between.
Because
Honestly,
I think it's but he got 0 rush.
here's the
Oh,
thing.
hold on.
I got a question. Why are you including rushing touchdowns but not rushing yards?
Yeah, that's true.
Because he was extra rushing touchdowns.
Can we get rushing yards too?
Because
What is the difference?
It
that
matters.
makes a difference.
That changes the total number of yards.
Yeah, because again you can get a whole bunch of QB sneaks and get rushing TDs.
Yeah.
But if you're using your feet and impacting the game that way, that changes things for me. But off of that alone, I'm thinking D.
Mm-hmm.
Because D.
D for MVP?
Yes, because I feel like record matters.
There's no record here.
I'm making an assumption.
13-5, 68 passer rating, 97 passer rating.
Wait, hold on. Before we let's get the rushing yards, and then now let's move to NFL contenders versus pretenders, and then we'll come back to that.
All right.
All right. Who do you guys think are the contenders for the Super Bowl, and who are the pretenders?
Philly, Dallas, San Fran, Baltimore, KC. That's it.
Who do you think are the pretenders?
5 teams that I can see in the Super Bowl. Nobody else.
Pretenders. Teams with good records, but you don't think they're actually there.
Miami. Absolutely. Seattle, absolutely. San Fran's in the middle for me. They're like a contender and a pretender at the same time. But Miami and Seattle, absolutely. Cleveland, absolutely. And Pittsburgh, they don't need to be in the playoffs this year. They should sit this one out.
Hey, the Steelers and the Browns are still both 7-4.
Dorian Thompson Robinson is not gonna take a snap in the playoffs. And if he does, it's a fat L. Respectfully.
What about the Jags?
Yeah.
Oh, the AFC South is kind of heating up. Hold on.
Yeah, I gotta see it. Man.
The Jags are 8-3, the Colts are 6-5, and the Texans are also 6-5.
Because you look at the Jags record, I feel like they low-key weren't really beating comp for real.
Well, let me look at who they played.
But they were beating teams you're supposed to beat. But they weren't really beating comp.
They've beaten this year the Colts,
Not comp.
Falcons,
Not comp.
Bills, Colts.
They put them on as a count. So
Saints.
Saints are trash.
Steelers.
Yeah.
Titans.
Yeah.
And Texans.
They're winning games they're supposed to win, but they're not. It's like Dallas, respectfully.
Their end of the schedule also has they have the Ravens. Oh, just the Browns and the Ravens. Well, it's Bengals, Browns, Ravens, Buccaneers, Panthers, Titans.
They lucked into not having to play Burrow. That would have helped. But yeah, it's like they're playing very well.
They're playing very AFC North matchups in 3 weeks is kind of crazy.
Yeah, gauntlet.
Yeah.
It's summer football, I'm telling you. I feel like T-Law is playing decent, but it's like the circumstances around the league is just like y'all want to make a wild card run, but I think I might get housed once postseason rolls around.
Absolutely. And then what do you think about the Broncos? They haven't lost a game in 5 weeks.
I like the Broncos.
I like the Broncos too, but when you get blown up by 50, I mean that's just fresh. That's gonna be on the forefront. So hopefully it can be a full turnaround. You know, happy belated birthday to Russ, my guy. But it's looking. We gotta see it.
They have 2 serious opponents within the next 5 weeks.
They did beat Kansas City, though. I do have to do it.
They have the Texans and the Lions.
I think they beat Detroit and lose to Houston.
So
I have an updated list, y'all.
All right, let's see it.
Jesus Christ. They be like, dog, need some more. Need some more.
I'm objective.
Here it is.
Oh, 4 fumbles, 3 fumbles. No rushing TD.
Why'd you throw in fumbles? Nobody asked for that.
I mean, that's a part of rushing.
It's a part of rushing.
That's true.
Part of rushing.
That's true. Passer rating.
9 turnovers, 13 turnovers, 10 turnovers, 7 turnovers.
So wait, where's the touchdown interception?
It will be
between... If y'all want to eliminate 1 by 1, just win like 1 by 1.
Well, C gotta go. C has 10 interceptions and 3. That's 13.
Well, these are just fumbles. Some of these may not have been lost. But
no, these are all lost. These are all lost fumbles.
Oh, yeah, C gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
C gotta get
Who C?
Josh.
I'll let you know what that.
It's Josh Allen.
Let you know what that.
Yeah, strike through.
What that's that right here? Oh, that's all right, but
all right.
Who next gotta go?
Let's see. So 6. Okay, let's see. So A is 6 fumbles. No, 6 interceptions, 1 fumble. So 7 turnovers. They're all under 10 except for B.
You gotta go.
Yeah, B.
You gotta go. You gotta get in the end zone. It matters. You got
0 rushing touchdowns. Oh,
you gotta get in the end zone.
Who got to get in the zone? Which one?
You gotta use your feet. You gotta get some rushing TDs.
You have 0 rushing touchdowns and you have 10 turnovers.
And A and D have a better completion percentage than you. So
That is true.
So B gotta get out of there.
Yeah, B.
Yeah, B gotta go. That looks like Dak.
Down to 2.
No, Dak is actually. I'm not gonna say who Dak is. I know who Dak is.
Yeah.
I'm a Dan. Dan, you're the objective guy, so I'm gonna let you judge. I know who these people are.
A and D. Well,
It's two different types of quarterbacks.
you're getting doubled with passing TDs. That's kind of crazy. But less picks, more fumbles. But rushing TDs, so 18 to 28.
Look at those rushing yards though.
Oh, 574. So that's
174.
3,000 plus 174. Look at the passer rating. We're not gonna do the passer rating.
Wait, what's the passer? Okay,
Oh,
passer.
let
Ooh,
nobody say anything. Let
Right.
Dan be objective.
Good eye, good eye. I didn't see that. That's a 10-point difference.
If you total the yards, they differ by like 200 or 300. I think it's like,
So a game.
yeah.
See, if you just look at numbers alone, it's A. But if you include context, it's D.
Well, if you just look at numbers, it's A.
Yeah.
As you said. All right, we're gonna do
Me personally, I'm going with D.
We eliminated C first. Any guesses who C is?
C is Josh Allen.
Who is it? Josh Allen?
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
That is Jalen Hurts.
Oh,
He's Jalen Hurts.
We eliminated B. We eliminated B.
That's Josh Allen.
That's
Allen. Josh. That is Patrick Mahomes. We eliminated D.
Oh.
We eliminated D. Who's D?
I didn't eliminate D.
Dan, you didn't eliminate D. Who's D?
That's Lamar, ain't it?
That's Lamar. And who's A?
Yeah.
Dakota Prescott. Oh, all right. That's all I need to know. All right.
Listen, I personally am picking.
You know that's all I need to know.
Personally, I was picking D in that situation.
There was a bottom. If he didn't wear the star, he'd be the front runner.
The thing is, context matters.
Yeah, you got to also look at.
8-3, 8-3, 10-1. That was the records.
Y'all with them on Bryce Young and.
So that means that none of Jalen Hurts' records count then. Because if we put them on Bryce Young,
no.
That's how you're judging it.
No. Jalen Hurts beat Dak, Mahomes, and Josh Allen in a month.
The difference is
we didn't play Mahomes, and we didn't play Josh Allen yet.
That's fair.
Eagles haven't lost to any team above 500.
That's also true.
You said they haven't lost to any team above 500.
They haven't lost to any team.
They lost to a team that's 10-2.
They haven't lost.
2-10. They lost to Jets. They lost to the Jets though.
They haven't beat the Jets.
They lost to the Jets when they were 500.
The Jets were never 500.
Yes, they were. They were 3-3.
They haven't beat the Jets in decades though.
It's the Jets.
That was on October 15th.
That's like y'all losing to Arizona. It's the same thing. It's literally the same thing.
It's the same thing, exactly. So you can't say you beat up on Sam Howell when he couldn't beat up on Sam Howell.
No.
He did beat Sam Howell.
Hold on.
In that game, he had 319 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Dak had 404 TDs and beat him by a 40 burger. What are you talking about? Like,
congrats, you guys barely beat the Seahawks.
They barely beat the Washington Commanders. You're just proving my point. They barely beat the Washington Commanders.
But the key thing here is you guys are playing well now. We're not saying anything is against you guys right now, but we just need to see more. We need to see more.
What more do you need to see?
We need to see how you play against comp these next 5 weeks.
All right, cool. So when I come back on here after they beat the Eagles, then what? What's going to be the excuse so I can prepare for it now? What's going to be Jalen look like himself out there?
Comes to me at the end of December. After these next 4 games, we'll know who the Cowboys actually are. But still, you guys are going to make the playoffs regardless. So that's where we really judge you guys.
I said y'all are gonna lose to San Fran, split with Philly, and lose to Buffalo. I think that's still true.
It's fair.
I think you beat everybody.
So I mean, it sounds like the 2 people in the MVP race right now are Lamar and Dak. It sounds very simple. And Lamar lost his star tight end, so
He's not gonna be in it simply because he's 10-1.
Yeah.
But I ain't lie to you. Dak wins these last. If Dak wins 3 out of the last 4, he wins it simply because he won 3 out of the last 4.
I agree.
I don't think he'll win 3 out of 5.
Barring what the Ravens do.
It's not about Ravens, dude.
Yes, it is. We have the same record right now. We're both 9-3.
But the Ravens is much more of a defensive team. Like the Ravens, you can't
Don't do that.
You can't put the ball you can't put the ball in Lamar's hands and be like, go win this game. He's not gonna go win this game for you.
What is going on? Dan, can you explain to me what's happening? I don't understand.
You can't put the ball in Lamar's hands and be like, go win this game.
Lamar lost to the RB when the tight end won.
He hasn't done it all year, though. That's what I'm saying. It's more of a defensive team, and the defense not getting enough credit.
The RB1 and tight end won.
The reason
I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. The defense is the Ravens. That's how they are winning.
The reason Lamar is in the MVP race is because he has been scorching teams.
What team has he scorched?
Oh, really? You want to do this? The Seahawks.
Say the score team.
The Seahawks.
Who else?
The Lions.
Cleveland?
Who else?
Cleveland.
Cleveland? Who would Cleveland have? They didn't have no one. They didn't scorch no one. They didn't scorch.
There was nobody hobbled on that defense. Week 1, 25-9 Texans. Everybody looking at the Texans now. Rookie of the year. CJ Stroud.
7 CJ Stroud. You heard
exactly. 28-3 Browns. Ravens won. 38-6 versus Lions. 37-3 versus Seahawks.
Oof.
What's the Colts?
We lost to the Colts.
Every MVP candidate has a questionable L on their resume.
Yeah. Lost to the Colts by 3.
I mean, these last 5 weeks gonna separate the boys from the man.
It will.
It will.
It absolutely will.
December football is something like it.
Football. That's the best kind of football.
It absolutely will. But let's get into your guys' predictions for this week. Week 13 NFL predictions. Week 13 got a lot of football. We already got one game out the way. Cowboys Seahawks. I was going to pick the Seahawks, so I'm not even going to act like I was going to pick the Cowboys. Let me not even act.
I put in the group chat. I picked Dallas.
Yeah. But let's talk Colts Titans. Who you guys got?
Titans.
Oh, yeah, I'll take Tennessee.
I'm taking the Colts there. Falcons Jets.
Atlanta.
Jesus Christ.
I'll take it.
Falcons.
I'm taking the Jets there.
They don't even know who. Okay.
Broncos Texans.
Broncos.
This is the game.
7.
I
like it. Yeah, I'll take the Broncos though.
I got Houston, dog.
I'm taking the Broncos here. The Broncos, they felt what losing felt like, and they don't want to go back.
Okay.
Chargers Patriots.
Chargers.
I got New England.
I'm taking the Chargers. Cardinals Steelers.
Steelers.
Yeah, I'll take Pitt.
I'm gonna take the Cardinals here. Simply because I feel like Kyler Murray is about to start heating up. He has all the pieces. Everybody's back and healthy now. Yeah. Dolphins Commanders.
Say no. I got Miami by 30.
Miami, but I wouldn't be surprised if Miami lost.
I would. I got Tyreek Hill going for it. Listen, Dolphins. Fins up.
Panthers Buccaneers.
Ooh, Baker Mayfield revenge game. Yeah, give me Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay for sure.
Yeah, Buccaneers.
Yeah.
49ers Eagles.
49ers.
Philly.
Who you got, Dan?
I got Philly. Yeah, I got Philly.
I don't know about this one.
I got Philly.
I think the 49ers wanted more because they felt slighted when they lost to the Eagles in the NFC Championship. They'd been through 4 quarterbacks at that point.
Yeah, Josh Johnson was put in Josh Johnson in that game.
CMC was injured too?
No, it was Purdy. Not Darnold. Who's the backup? some backup, and then Josh Johnson.
Yeah, a lot of injuries, right? And that's why I think they ultimately, the 49ers were supposed to be in the Super Bowl last year, and that's what they feel like. So I think they have something to prove versus the Eagles, especially
They
their
blow 'em out.
fans.
I think the 49ers
Blowout, I think it's going to be a good game.
I don't think they have the secondary to contain Smitty and AJ Brown.
Everyone has a secondary to contain Smitty and AJ Brown.
No, don't do that.
That's not true.
Don't do that.
That was crazy.
You know the problem. You know the Eagles. No mind.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Everyone has it. Everyone has it, bro.
He had a $125 in like 6 straight games. What are you talking about, Zay?
CD had a $150 in 7 straight games.
Salute. I'm just saying. What did he do against San Fran?
A $150.
All right.
Hey, that's fine.
I got Philly.
I'm going with the 49ers. Browns, Rams.
I like the Rams. Oh, Joe Flacco starting.
Man, Kyron Williams is back. Give me LA, bro. Come on, man. Give me LA.
Joe Flacco started for the Rams?
For the Browns. Man, lock it, yo.
Joe Flacco's on the Browns now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Last time I remember he was on the Jets. What's going on?
Yeah, give me the Browns, bro.
I want to come back to the North.
Shoot. Whoa, the Browns are suddenly low-key kind of dangerous. People be forgetting Joe Flacco's a Super Bowl winner.
Can you move around, Yang? What's wrong with you?
Joe Flacco's a Super Bowl winner. Give me the Browns.
You're not serious, bro. Okay.
Give me the Browns. Joe Flacco's a Super Bowl winner.
So is Matthew Stafford. What are we talking about?
Okay, but Joe Flacco won with the Ravens. That's more, important to me.
Yeah.
Chiefs, Packers.
Chiefs.
Give me Kansas City.
Packers. The Chiefs have the most drops in the NFL because they don't want to pay wide receivers. When they get some wide receivers on their team, I'll have more faith in them.
I want you to remember. Did you see what Rashid Rice just did last week?
You can't solely
answer the question.
I
answer
did.
The question.
I did.
Okay.
One game isn't indicative of the whole season.
Okay. I just want to make sure you saw what he did last week.
I did.
I got faith in Rashid. Double R.
But it's become very clear that when they lost Tyreek Hill, they haven't found a replacement.
They won the ring afterwards.
Regardless, you got Kadarius Toney.
That's hate.
Do you want to read off his stats for the season?
I don't. I'll read you Rashid Rice's stats. 44 catches on 56 targets.
You have him open already?
527 yards, 5 TDs. So he has 12 targets he didn't catch. I think like 3 or 4 of them are drops.
Can you show me KT stats?
Yeah, listen, man, cut the real fine, yeah. He's there for depth, yeah. Okay.
Being there for depth is crazy.
Yeah, he did his part. He won them a ring. He did his part, and now he's in on business in the background.
So can you read off his stat?
In the last 5 games.
Whoa, season.
No, I'm gonna just give you the last 5 games. It's the same thing. It's not much. He has 8 catches for 56 yards and 1 TD. In
5 games?
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
Dan, did you hear those? Yo, Zay, did you hear those numbers?
Yeah, it's trash.
Yeah. He's not getting that many looks. You got Kelsey, you got Rashid. That's what he did.
It's not because he's not getting that many looks. That's not why.
Targets 6, 1, 1, 1, 2.
They stopped targeting him when they realized he can't catch a football.
He had a TD when he had 6 targets. Stop hating. Stop hating.
Zay, am I being objective here? Just let me know.
No.
Zay said I'm being objective. Yeah. We
got faith in you, Kadarius.
I don't.
Dan has faith in you.
I go based off of track record. Bengals, Jaguars.
Jags.
Yeah. What is Jake Browning gonna do, bro?
Jags.
Listen, I did a little bit of research into him, and he was one of the most prolific quarterbacks in high school. He had like 200 and
So was
something.
Trevor Lawrence, by the way. You know, Trevor Lawrence was considered one of the greatest prospects ever. Ever.
Can I finish?
No, your points are refuted, but go ahead. Go ahead.
He had 200 and something touchdowns in high school. And in college, he didn't perform poorly. I think he went to Washington and he kind of fell on the wayside. He's showing I think this is the time that he shows that he is a legit NFL QB and he deserves a job somewhere.
You do know he went undrafted, right?
I know, and that's why it's such a lovely story. He fought tooth and nail for that secondary spot in Cincinnati.
Okay.
He's not bad by any regards.
I didn't say he was bad, but give me the Jags by 14.
And even in the end of that Raiders game, he had a great showing. He came out there, people like, "Oh, who's this QB throwing the ball? What's going on?"
All right, Jake Brown, you have a fan in my brother Brian. So congratulations.
Yeah, and I think that wraps up all the predictions. So hey, let us know who you guys think will win. Hit us on Instagram. But let's talk about the NCAA.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. You know what's crazy? You know Jake Browning went to Washington University, and now they got a true quarterback in Michael Penix, but I walk down these Ducks.
You think Ducks are smoking them, but you think they're gonna go buy for 800 yards a piece?
A piece?
800 yards together.
Yeah. You know they don't play defense in the Pac-12, so they don't play defense. Michael Penix is about to have a party.
Oh, this is about to be a crazy game. Oh, this is at 8
tonight.
It's in 30 minutes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. As soon as we start recording, I'll turn TV on. So,
who do you guys think is gonna win that game?
I got Washington, bro. Romo Dunze, Michael Penix. Romo Dunze is gonna go insane. I think it's gonna be a shootout though, high 40s, low 50. But give me Washington.
I don't know. Oregon has been formidable.
They always are, but
and this is a rematch. Oh, Washington won.
Yeah, Bo Nix doesn't move me, so yeah. Troy Franklin's a dog though, but Bo Nix doesn't move me. You give me Washington.
Hey, you'll be surprised. I might have to rock with Oregon here. Okay. I kind of like the Ducks in this matchup.
All right. Well, congrats on being wrong.
He said congrats on being wrong. No, they're definitely gonna win.
Wait, who do you guys say?
Oregon.
All right, bet. Okay, and then also, another one is, I think this is Big 12. Yes, Texas versus Oklahoma State.
Texas has no choice but to win that game. So
Oklahoma State's not bad.
They're not, but Texas has no choice but to win that game. Not Quinn Ewers. Who's the QB? Malik Murphy?
UCF beat Oklahoma State a few weeks ago, 45-3.
Yeah. So like I said,
Texas going on?
Has no choice.
You think Bo Nix get 500 passing yards?
No.
Wow.
Are you trying to place a parlay right now?
You think Bo Nix can get 500 passing yards?
No, that's a lot of passing yards. Less than 500. 500?
What are the odds on that?
45,000.
Yeah, they relax.
500?
Yes.
500 is crazy.
Not for college.
Yeah, Zay.
500?
I mean,
last time Bo Nix and Michael Penix played, Bo Nix had 337 yards.
He's coming off a 412, 404, 374.
a bunch of numbers that aren't 500.
In the last game, he had 366. Do you mean 500 combined, like passing and rushing?
500 passing yards.
Don't
No,
do that.
no, 500. Don't do that to yourself. Do at least do like 300, like or 350. 350 is a good target, and that still might not hit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I would say 300, maybe even 280 if you can.
290.
Yeah.
I think Bucky Irvin getting his on 12 times today.
Huh?
Bucky Irvin.
12 times?
Yes. Yes, bro.
Today's
All right.
paper trading. So
Okay. All right. So
it sounds like a donation. Thank you, Zay, for donating to your people.
let's talk about the SEC. Georgia versus Alabama.
Georgia. Carson Beck is nasty, bro.
Damn. Roll Tide.
I'm gonna have to rock with Georgia here. Hey, Georgia, they gifted us an offensive coordinator, and he's been working well for us. So they got something going over there.
Jalen Merrill doesn't move me. Give me Georgia.
Georgia be crushing teams too.
Hello.
Roll Tide.
When they put up 65-7 in the championship versus TCU, I was like, oh, Georgia plays different football.
You know, I told you that was gonna happen, right?
Hey, they got there though. TCU. Hey, shout out TCU, man.
I was like, this is gonna be very bad for TCU. And you still want to watch that game. I was like, all right.
All right, let's talk Big Ten. Michigan versus Iowa. Michigan better win that game, honestly.
J.J. McCarthy,
Mhm.
Dylan, I almost said Dylan Brooks, Donovan Edwards, and Blake Corum.
Mhm.
And that defense is disgusting. So go Wolverines.
What do you think, Zay?
Michigan 80-0.
That's about right.
Ooh, we got a good one in the ACC. Florida State versus the Louisville Cardinals.
Louisville.
Jordan Travis just got hurt, so I'm gonna go with
He said
Louisville.
Lamar Jackson shooting up.
So unserious.
You said what?
They said Lamar Jackson shooting up. He going down there to shoot up.
Give me Louisville.
Suit up for Louisville? That would be unfair.
Give me Louisville. Jordan Travis got hurt. Florida State's cooked.
Jordan Travis, is that their QB?
Yep.
Ooh.
For speed recovery, my guy.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
But the Seminoles are 12-0.
With Jordan Travis.
All right, that's valid.
Yeah, I think Keon Coleman still gets it done. Trey Benson might. Ooh, actually, Trey Benson might go off then because they're gonna probably run the ball a lot.
Are y'all placing that money line?
No. No.
Zay?
Nah. Oh, nah.
Louisville over Florida State?
I got Oregon money line though.
Oregon money line? That's fair. That's fair.
Nation right there.
Yo, Bo Nix actually might throw 14 touchdowns. Bo Nix
is crazy.
He's actually going to score like 16 times though.
So wait, we covered
They're not playing Colorado. They're playing Washington. The Huskies play defense.
Covered the Big Ten, the Big 12, the ACC, the SEC. We talked about Pac-12 too, right? We hit them all, right?
We didn't talk about the Pac-12 yet.
Pac-12, isn't that Washington versus Oregon?
Oh, yeah. My fault. That's tonight.
Yeah. That's quite literally now.
Yes.
All right, let's talk some NBA. Talk to me, Dan.
This in-season tournament is phony, but I'm watching.
I don't understand it.
What's going on?
It's a whole bunch of nothing, but it's like repackaged into something.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically like Champions League, but it's like, cash prizes and whatnot. It's interesting. I've caught a few games, and it does kind of, give you a new feel on the regular season, but it's Adam Silver is doing too much. The Wizards are still bad. Spurs are still bad. Wemby's playing all right though. The Rockets looking very interesting. Ime, Ime Udoka coach of the year. I see it already. All the heat that was on because of the off the court issues. But he's in Houston, got a young roster, and they're looking good. I think he's gonna go ahead and pick up that coach of the year. I always tell you, the NBA season don't really pick up till Christmas. So give me about 3.5 weeks and I'll rock it with y'all. But as of right now, I'm just trying to be entertained, and every now and then you might see a good game out here. Additionally, I will say one thing about this in-season tournament. The league minimum is like $1 million. I think each player on the winning team gets like 500K. So if I'm a bench warmer, my team better win that, John. No cap. No cap.
Big payday, more than, well, I wouldn't say more, but it would be a sizable amount for those newer players, especially those who haven't gotten the shot to play.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. And one just to touch on, the Clippers are idiots for trading for James Harden. Like, it was the dumbest thing they could have done.
Why do you say that?
They're 5-9 in the last 14 games. Russell Westbrook is now a 6-man. He's putting out 6-man numbers, but his efficiency is horrible. The shot distribution, I mean, it's what you expect. Kawhi and PG are taking most of the shots, and James Harden's picking his spots, but it was dumb to do. They didn't have to do this, and yeah, we'll see how it pans out. But right now, they look like idiots.
Hey, it is what it is. It happens to the best of us. Hopefully they bounce back from it, because Harden, Kawhi, PG, Westbrook, that should be an absolute gauntlet. But again, this is in 2016, so
yeah, it's like, yeah, that's another thing. All these folks are old and dusty. They just don't play together because they're all from Cali.
Who do you think are some emerging talents in the league right now that people should be on the lookout for, outside of Wemby, of course?
Minnesota looks amazing. Ant-Man is going off. OKC looks great. Chet, these redshirt rookies. I usually don't like this. No, Blake Griffin did it. Ben Simmons did it. But injuries happen, so I gotta honor that. So Chet looks nice.
Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, Chet with Shea and the Williams brother. Well, they're not brothers, but they're both named Jalen Williams. They look pretty solid. So Orlando also. They might mess around and make the playoffs this year.
Why do you say that?
They are number 2 in the East. They won 8 straight, and Paolo Banchero's going off. They have a very good roster, and that coach, I forgot his name, but he's doing his thing right now.
Magic are 13-5. Okay. So you mentioned Paolo Banchero.
Yep. Jamal Mosley. Yep. That's my guy, Jamal Mosley.
It looks like Franz Wagner is leading the charge for them.
Yeah.
For the Magic.
If you remember, his brother Mo Wagner went to Michigan. He was slated to be that guy. Ended up being a role player. But Franz, he looks nice.
And Cole Anthony is getting it done as well. And Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, they got the squad. Very young, too.
Wait, did Cole Anthony put up 25 off the bench?
I believe so.
Huh.
Orlando Hoops.
Huh. That's what's up. And the last few games, versus the Hornets, Cole Anthony had 30. Versus the Wizards, 25, and they're playing right now. He hasn't had a chance to get on the court, but that's what's up. So talk to me about what you think about the Detroit Pistons.
That boy Monty, man. I know it's not looking too great.
What do you mean by not too great?
They haven't won a game since like let me get the cold facts for you. Pistons record. They're not very good. They're 2-17, and they've lost 16 straight.
Wait. Whoa. I didn't know it was that bad. Whoa, hold on. Wait. You excuse me?
Yeah, they're 2-17. They have one home win and one road win. The rest are L's.
I'm looking at their losses. A lot of these aren't close.
Well, it's a young team, and it's the start of a rebuild. You know, Monty Williams is on the 6-year deal. This is year one.
What do you think about this?
They're gonna have a high draft pick next year and add to this roster.
Do you think this is an indictment on them?
No, they're young, very young.
Yeah, I guess, but
Brian, do you know anyone on this roster?
I don't.
Okay.
That's a single name.
Okay, so I don't know why you would have said this team to compete. They're very young.
Actually, no. Bojan. Alec Burks.
Oh, they got Alec Brooks. I don't even see Bogdanovich on here. They got Joe Harris.
Joe Harris, Marvin Bagley the third. I know who that is.
Okay, but if your vets are Joe Harris and Alec Burks and Kevin Knox,
Oh yeah, Kevin Knox. Yeah, I know who.
what is the expectation? It's a young team. Give them a few years.
Yeah, because what Cade Cunningham, that's new. Alsar Thompson,
Rookie,
Jaden Ivey,
it's second or third year player.
Jalen Burren.
Second or third year player. They're all young. Don't
James. James Wiseman. I know that name.
bust.
Oh,
Respectfully.
wow.
I'm gonna not do that. I'm gonna not do that. He didn't fit. He wasn't a good fit for the Warriors.
Yeah.
You gotta realize that Monty Williams, before Monty Williams was there, Dwayne Casey was there. Let me tell you about Dwayne Casey. Dwayne Casey won Coach of the Year and got fired in the same year.
Mm.
So he was coaching the Pistons for about 6 years. And before him was Stan Van Gundy. You want to know where Stan Van Gundy is now? TNT. So they haven't had competent coaching. And before Stan Van Gundy, Mo Cheeks. No comment. They haven't had competent coaching since Lawrence Frank. And even that wasn't that good.
But
Actually,
they won in 04. They won in 04.
Yeah, you want to know where I was? You want to know how I was in 04, Brian?
I know where you were in 04.
Pre-K.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
Rasheed Wallace, Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups is a coach now. That's how long ago it is. Come on, man. They're rebuilding.
I'll give you that. How long do you think? What do you think they need to do next to build up this team?
Keep losing and get more high draft picks.
But what positions do you think they need to fill?
I mean, you got Kid Cunningham, so you got your franchise point guard. Osar Thompson might be a skinny Ben Wallace. So you got two pieces at least. Marcus Sasser has some promise. They're just mad young. So it's like you gotta see how it pans out over time.
It's fair. But who do you think are the early front runners you see for the NBA right now?
Boston. And Denver. Golden State is gonna be Golden State, but those are my two right there, Boston and Denver.
Not the Bucks.
They don't move me.
They're 13-6.
I said what I said.
Mm.
Don't move me. All Jimmy Butler got to do is tie that headband a little bit tighter, and he'll walk down the Bucks as he always does.
That's how the headband looks like.
Yeah,
So
with Lillard, it might be a little different come this postseason. I'm really
he
excited.
should have went to Miami. He would have won something.
I don't think he had a choice.
He did. He had. Well, actually, no, he didn't. He didn't. I forgot. He had no trade card.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's ability to expose. Budenholzer, did he get fired yet? They fired Mike Budenholzer?
I'm not sure.
I believe they did. They fired right.
What team is he coaching for? That sounds like a coach.
His couch. He's not coaching anymore. Well, currently. Who's the Bucks coach right now?
Isn't
Kind
it?
of coach, but is it Nick Nurse? No, it's John. It's Adrian Griffin. From Memphis, right? Milwaukee, Toronto. Okay, so he's under that Nick Nurse umbrella, and Nick Nurse is coaching Philly. So I mean, temper your expectations. This is his first year as a head coach. This is his first year as a head coach ever. So temper your expectations
Why are people not talking enough about the Spurs?
because they're losing every other game.
They're losing every game. They're on a 13-game losing streak.
Yeah. So when you tank for a generational piece, most times you're gonna still be bad. That's what people don't tell you. The players that just show up and flip your franchise in a year, that doesn't happen a lot. They just make you seem like that's what's supposed to happen. Spurs are doing exactly what you think they would be doing, sucking.
And looking at some of these stats, the Rockets are 0-7 away.
Even Udoka, when you throw your money at Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks, I don't have much expectations for you. If that's where all your money is tied to, I don't have that much to expect. Respectfully.
Valid.
I've seen Dylan Brooks get like face palmed by somebody. I think it might have been Russ, put his whole face in his hand. So it's crazy.
It's ridiculous. Let's get into some of these questions, right? We got 2 questions, right? Should the 49ers fire Steve Wilkes midseason if the defense continues to struggle?
I think not. I'll just trade him for Chase Young. Let the man work. Steve Wilson is a competent coach and coordinator. I should want to fire people. Like, this is the thing about firing coaches. The expectation is you're gonna find somebody better, and most of the times you don't. So let the man work. It's been a year. It's his first year as a DC. Let him work.
Valid. What do you think, Zay?
Your thoughts on Steve Wilkes?
I don't even know who that is.
Well, he held Dak in check, so he must be pretty good.
Oh.
Dak? Who's Steve Wilkes?
He's a 49ers defensive coordinator.
Oh. He's doing a great job while he's fired.
Right.
He's done a great job, right?
Right.
Yeah. No, I don't think he should get fired.
Who want to just fire coaches to fire coaches? That's why Sean McDermott. Who's the Bills OC? Ken Dorsey got fired undeservingly because Josh Allen was trash. So they fired Ken Dorsey. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
A QB can get a coach fired.
Look at Justin Herbert. All his coaches get fired. Anyway.
All right. And then the second question we got is who's in the AFC chip?
Ravens,
Jags, Kansas City, Steelers.
I just see it as Ravens and Chiefs for real. The Jags, they look promising right now, but I don't think that they're quite there yet.
Ravens it's gonna be a home Ravens AFC championship. Pat Mahomes is gonna fold, and Lamar Jackson is going to hoist his first Lombardi. I see it.
Oh, knock on wood right now. The Ravens make it to the Super Bowl. Zay, just get ready to bring me my money, man. That's not lunch. That's not dinner. That's the whole pot.
They have to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I promise you, if the Ravens get there, I'm not even worried about the result at that point. Because
should be, buckle pal. Should be.
Ravens get to the Super Bowl, we're winning.
Right.
Yeah. But
you got the odds real quick before we get out of here. Let's see what the favorite is.
Favorite for what, Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I think
Dallas.
it's probably like Eagles right now.
It's the 49ers.
Yuck. So yeah, San Fran, KC, Philly, and Baltimore are the top 4. Dallas is 6 behind Miami. That's nasty.
Mm.
That's
Okay.
nasty.
Sometimes the books don't have it right. I think the Cowboys should be ahead of the Dolphins.
Absolutely.
I think the Ravens shouldn't even be in this conversation.
That's
They got-
hate.
You see, I was trying to be kind, but
I said, see, I was trying to be kind, but it's my hand.
you guys got anything else?
Nah, man. December football. The year's almost over. We appreciate y'all for sticking with us. Happy holidays once again. Yeah.
Absolutely. Happy holidays. Christmas is coming up, New Year in less than 30 days. It's looking up from here. Yeah.
Oh. I almost forgot. Ryan Garcia. Fighting tomorrow.
Ryan Garcia versus Tank.
No, versus
What? No, versus 10.
Duarte. That's gonna be a good one. I almost forgot about that. I knew there was a big fight coming up. Ryan Garcia versus Duarte. I'm trying to get his first name. Oscar Duarte. And Shane Mosley Jr. is fighting tomorrow. So a couple matchups with the gloves that I'm gonna be keeping an eye out for. So just want to throw that out there just in case y'all need something to watch.
Facts.
Absolutely. Definitely be on the lookout for that. Ryan Garcia versus Oscar
Duarte.
They had their weigh-in today, I believe.
Yep.
And they will be fighting tomorrow. Yeah. In Texas at the Toyota Center. Mm-hmm. But with that being said, I'm Brian.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on, Zay, as always. And we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Take care. God bless.